All right, welcome to the Brickle Demi Pod, episode 3. Number 3 coming up here for y'all. I know y'all loving what y'all seeing so far. So first topic, let's just jump into it. I'm gonna talk about the light skin hate I've been seeing online and in person outside. I don't like it. I can laugh, I can laugh at some jokes. I get it. The light skinned niggas take photos and shit. Whatever, we got that look or whatever with the eyes. All right, yeah, that's funny. That's whatever. But let's not forget where your favorite outfit came from. Yes, I'm talking about the black tee gold chain combo. The black tee gold chain combo is the light skinned man uniform. The light skinned man is the aboriginal of the black tee gold chain. And every dude rocks that shit. Every dude rocks that shit when he's trying to look his most confident, the best he can look for the hoes. When he's trying to, portray that best image of himself, he's rocking the black tee. White boys wear the shit. And that's fine. Join the culture. It's, I think people experiencing different cultures is beautiful. Beautiful thing. But let's not forget where it started. Show some respect. Respect us. Where you think that the tight black tee came from with the gold chains? Yes. The light-skinned man put you on. When you trying to look your best outside, guess what you rocking? The light-skinned man uniform. And the culture's all like, it's fine. Join the culture. I'm glad we can help. But everybody, I see a bunch of dudes rock the black tee gold chain. And it's like, y'all forget where that came from. Show some respect. Show some love. Show some love on that. Okay? That's the light-skinned man uniform. Respect us. The jokes is funny. We can laugh at ourselves, but you can also show some love too. All right? I ain't hating on the jokes. Some of them shits is funny. Some of them stereotypes is funny. But let's not forget, when you trying to be your best and shine outside, what you rocking? Yes, the outfit from the aboriginal light-skinned man. Just show some love. Don't forget that. That's big. Don't forget, what you rocking and where it came from. Y'all throw all that hate, but then y'all trying to look just like us. Which one is it? It can be both. That's fine. We can take a joke, but at the same time, respect us. We put you on. Say we didn't. Y'all know what's up. We put you on with that. 100%. We put y'all on. Same respect that. I don't know how many relationships we done seal the deal for y'all on with this combo, with this black tee gold chain combo. It's lethal. The black tee gold chain is lethal. I don't know if y'all watch Power Rangers, but you put this on, it's Mighty Morphin time. It's my most confident, best looking self. Oh, where'd that come from? The light skinned man. Yep. Respect it where it came from. Y'all got all the jokes. That's fine. You can laugh, whatever. Laugh at the light-skinned man. That's fine. We can take them jokes. But when you're trying to look the best self you could be, don't forget where it came from. Respect us. All right. And then the next thing I want to talk about, I don't know how guys get insecure if their girl makes more money than they do. That's supposed to be your teammate. That's supposed to be your day, someone you locked in with. So if your teammate is doing great things outside and y'all got the same agenda, how does that make you feel insecure? No matter if your teammate's balling or not, you still got to do your job. Whatever you got going, that shit still got to have motion and take off. She can just help you when you slip, when you fall in, especially if she making money. Now you don't want to be dependent on her if you don't got shit going, but if you about your stuff and your girl at the moment is making more money than you, that's great. That's great. Y'all hit a pit stop, she got you. What y'all insecure about? You still, whatever you doing still gotta go. Whatever you doing still gotta have motion. It still gotta pop. So she can help, she can hold you down. She should want to hold you down, especially if she believes in what you're doing as much as you do. That's how I feel about it. And when I was broke, I had a girl and she legit had 2 jobs. She was in law school. She had a little externship where she was getting paid, and then she worked at a law office. She had 2 jobs. I was dead broke. I was working, I was grinding though, and she held it down when I needed help. In fact, when I went to the job I was going to, I told them they better treat me right, because I don't need to be here. My girl got 2 jobs. 2. If y'all look at me the wrong way, I'm walking. I'm out. I don't even need to be here. I don't need to be here right now. If I'm not appreciated and y'all playing games with me, I know my partner in crime holding it down. That's the point. I was in that bitch. If y'all say one shit wrong to me, I'm out. I got 2 jobs. Not 1. 2. You think I need this bullshit today? My girl got 2 jobs. 2 jobs. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. So I gotta walk. I'll walk out this bitch and never see me again. My baby, 2 jobs. You gonna sit here and talk shit to me when I'm putting in work and doing a good job. Now if I do some shit wrong, whatever, that's fine. But if y'all playing games, I'm out. My girl got 2 jobs. That's my partner. My ace. I don't understand the mindset of being insecure of a girl who make money. And quite, honestly for me, I think that shit's sexy. Like a girl who's smart and can make bread and got a little power. That shit's sexy to me. I'm very attracted to powerful women. Smart women. Especially if they sexy too. They in the gym, they taking care of business. I'm attracted to that. I'm very attracted to that. So I don't really know what y'all on. But I only speak for myself. But maybe y'all can help me with that. I don't understand the insecurity that comes from my other half crushing it in the field. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then the next topic, I'm gonna talk about the scale of baddies. I think I can speak for everyone, but if you have a different take on this, let me know. The scale of baddies. So let me break it down like this. So if you took a 10 black girl, a 10 Latina girl, and a white girl that's a 10, the black girl gonna be the baddest one. If you took a 9, and really if you take an 8, if you take an 8 or a 9, you got an 8 or 9 black girl, 8 or 9 Latina, 8 or 9 white girl, 8 or 9 Asian girl, the Latina wins, right? I think the Latina 8-9 range, they got that shit on lock. And then if you got like a 6 or 7 black girl, 6 or 7 white girl, 6 or 7 Latina, 6 or 7. Back, we good? Yep. All right, so if you got 6 or 7 black girl, you got a 6 or 7 white girl, you got a 6 or 7 Latina, you got a 6 or 7 Asian girl. The white girl, Asian girl is probably gonna be the baddest one. I don't know why it's like that. From what I can see, objectively speaking, that seems to be the scale. If anybody want to chime in with something different, let me know. It's funny how that works. And I'm talking about a girl that's in the gym, like the peak powers of 10, peak powers of 8 or 9, peak powers of 6 or 7. You know, 6 or 7 could just have like that nice feature. She may not like be all that great in the face, but she got like a decent face, but then a feature that just you really attracted to. And that's typically gonna be, you know, white, Asian in the 6 or 7. And that's not to say that 8, 9, 10, you know, white girl and Asian girls aren't fine as hell, right? I'm just saying the fineness at that range typically is gonna be the Latina woman. And in a 10 out of 10, the black girls got that on lock. That's how I see it. And I feel like I'm being objective. I feel like that's objective field observation. But again, I'm open to, you know, hearing different stuff, hearing different combos about that. Right. All right, let's switch over a little bit. I just want to touch a little bit on this because it's going on a lot. I hear a lot of convo about it. These NBA GOAT debates, I know we want to fixate on the player and them showing up in crunch time and putting up the numbers, which is fair. And they got to do that as a superstar, whoever we're trying to put into that GOAT debate. But as you get older and you start watching the games and the teams and you start understanding the sport more and the business side of it, man, we need to be ranking the GMs like we do the players. Because these GMs can make or break legacies. I don't even know if MJ do it what he is. He wouldn't even be him without Jerry Krause. He put that squad together. He fired the coach before Phil, dropped Phil in there, put Rodman in there, drafted Pippen. Man, if you don't, your GM, look at what Danny Ainge did in Boston or Sam Presti is doing in OKC. Those guys are Hall of Fame GMs. But we don't talk about them because we just don't see them on the court. But you get Bron with the best GM possible, right? I know they call him the GM because he be pulling strings and shit. But the GM, man, we need to be discussing them like we do the players. And I think it would change the debate a little bit because players without rings would get more of a pass because we know the GM is trash. These GMs need to be held accountable like we do these players. And it's going to change the range and the debate for the player. Because if we're discussing the GM, how we do the player, and we know what that GM's capable of and what they get done, we're going to say, okay, this player had to, you know, like say MJ don't win the rings with the squad he had. We're looking at MJ different. Now, say MJ didn't have Jerry Krause, right? We may still put him up on that pedestal because we knew his GM was trash. So yeah, them GMs, they getting away with too much, man. We need to hold them accountable. And it's something that just really clicked with me. Because when you're younger, you looking at the player, like, what you gonna do? Like that squad AI took to the finals, I think 2001 against the Lakers. That GM is trash. That GM is trash. That squad AI took to the finals against Kobe and Shaq. That's a crazy feat, man. That's a crazy feat. Your second best player is Dikembe Mutombo, and he don't even play offense. He going up against Kobe and Shaq in the midst of them going for a three-peat. The GMs matter, man. We get them. We give them too much slack. We don't talk about them at all. That's a huge part of the team, how it's built. You can't expect Bron, even as players great as LeBron, couldn't do it without a good GM. He had to go to Pat Riley, a Hall of Fame GM. God had the right GM, man. We need to be talking about them and saying, yo, this dude's trash, and talking about their legacies just like we do the player. Them GMs play a pivotal role in legacy talk, careers, all that. And it'll help flatten, it'll help bring clarity, I think, to the players more, because we know what level of GM he's working with. So before every game when they do the starting lineups, we need to know who the GM is. We need to be talking about them way more. Still hold the players accountable because they got to show up in crunch time. They got to do what they do. But these GMs, they get away with too much. They make too much money for us not to be like, yo, you good or you trash, like we do the player. We just looking at what we see on the court, but we got to pay attention to what's happening in the office, in the front office. So, I mean, when we talk about GOAT debate, we need to be including the GM. Who was the GM at the time when the player was hooping? And what was he doing? Who was he bringing to the squad? What decisions was he making? That's a big, man. They get too much slack. They get way too much slack. And we put the GM's fault on the player. And we don't even know how bad the GM is. GM is terrible. And we putting that on the player. I don't know, something to think about. And last but not least, this show, Love Island. I can't watch it. Me personally, I can't watch it. The few I might have seen like half of 2 episodes. Everybody walking around with herpes, making out. What? How is that? They need medication. That's why. How y'all just overlook that? It's a bunch of sick people hooking up. I don't get it. I can't watch that. I can't watch that. Even though Huda bad as fuck. And it looked like everybody was hating on her because she was the baddest, which I get. That's real. That's real life. Hate on the baddest bitch. But everybody walking around with cold sores. Is no one else concerned for these people's health? I don't know. I don't know how people just look at that, watch that, and just keep watching the show like that. It ain't right there. That shit's disgusting. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all need Jesus, man. I don't know how y'all watch a bunch of sick people hook up and make out and do what they do. Getting cracked multiple times in front of America. I don't get it. This is not for me. But yeah, I mean, good for those people, I guess. But I'm not into watching a bunch of people with cold swords hook up. I will watch Huda twerk any day of the week, though. That's a bad bitch. That's a baddie for sure. Baddie for sure. But yeah, that's my take on the Love Island. You know, it's big. I don't watch it. I think it's disgusting. Huda's a bad bitch. And that's all I got to say about that. For sure. All right, man. I think that's going to wrap up Pod Tres Brickle Demi. Yes, sir. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back next week. I'm going to have some guests on soon. But yeah, it's number 3. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe.